I don't. Okay. Okay. So fine. Vaishnavi,
Yes, ma'am.
can we
Yeah.
start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm perfectly audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because
You're perfectly audible.
your voice and Anuji's voice is quite low. I don't know why I'm not able to hear
Check
clearly.
your device volume. Is it low?
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, my voice is audible now.
Yes,
Fine.
clear.
Okay.
Very clear.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So very good afternoon, everyone. After a long time, we are meeting, and I'm really glad to see you all again. So, but the thing is, oh, hello, Geeta ji. Okay. So the thing is, are you all really following the diet, or you have just, because since I was not there, so doing some mischief with the diet. Okay. So anyway, today's topic is a new topic and quite interesting. That is nutritional prescription. Let me share my screen first. One second. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So today's topic is the nutrition prescription for older adults. So I request all of you to keep a paper and pen with you, because this time the doctor is not going to write prescription for you. You're going to write yourself your own prescription. Okay. So if possible, keep your paper, notebook or paper or pen with you. These are the simple objectives: the influence of nutrition on overall health and nutrition prescription I'll be sharing with you. And let's understand how we can stay healthy by eating healthy. Okay. So once again, very good afternoon, everyone. And since I'm able to see only Geeta ji on screen. I don't know. Okay, fine. So let's begin with the class. And Anuji is also there on the screen. Thank you for keeping your video on, because after a long time we are meeting. Okay. So coming to the nutritional prescription. Okay. So when we talk about prescription, so doctor gives a prescription, right? When we are not well. Recently, my mother was admitted, so she was given a prescription with all the medications and everything, right? So doctor's duty is to prescribe the medicine, and those medicines we buy, and then whatever doctor has told us, twice a day or thrice a day or once a day, we take those medicines. The reason why we take the medicine is so that whatever the problem is, it can be fever or backache or knee ache or anything. So it is slowly we are going to become normal. That is the reason we are taking that, 5 days antibiotic course, or maybe, 1 month medication, or all these things. So when we talk about the nutritional prescription, so what does this mean? Okay, so nutritional prescription, actually I've got a small prescription for all of you. That's the reason I said, if possible, you can note it down so that you can share it with others, and you can also start doing all these things. Okay, so before I start, because see, there are two things. Okay, one is called as the antioxidants, and the second one is called as the phytonutrients. Now, what are these two, and how can we get from the food which we eat? And once we get these antioxidants and phytonutrients or phytochemicals, how it is going to have a great impact on our health? In today's class, we are going to understand this. Okay. So before we begin the class, or before I start giving you the prescription, just share it on the chat, that how many do you suffer from a kind of, weakness? Do you have knee or joint problem? Do you feel very fatigued easily? Other questions like the hypertension, diabetes, overweight, underweight, any problem, any physical problem which you are facing. Okay, so we are going to see how only through food, only through changing little bit of dietary pattern, how we can overcome all these problems. Okay, and welcome Asha ji. a couple of minutes ago, I was asking about you only to Anuji. Okay, I got the message that you were in India for quite some time. Okay, so let's begin with the nutrition, prescription. So I request all of you to note down if possible, because before we start with the antioxidant and phytochemicals, I would like to share few more things which are very, very interesting, which are very good, which you can try it out, and which you can, after eating all these things, you can share your feedback. Okay. Now, number one thing, okay, the cashew nuts. Okay. Now, cashew nuts are always considered as something, again, like potatoes, they are also villains. Cholesterol बढ़ जाएगा cashew nuts लेने से. Okay. Now, cashew nuts are really, really great if you really want to have good strength. You can build your immunity. आपके जो bones and muscles जो weak हो गए हैं उसको strong बनाने के लिए cashew nuts are very, very good, because it is going to give strength to the entire system. Now, few things about cashew nut which people generally do not know. Number one, and cashew nuts are low fat food. Nobody has told us till now that cashews, because whenever we talk about cashews, it's like high cholesterol, weight बढ़ जाएगा, ये होगा. But honestly speaking, cashews are low fat food. 82% of the fats are unsaturated fatty acid, which are very, very good for our heart. So next time, whenever someone tells you that काजू मत खाना, काजू से cholesterol बढ़ेगा, heart की problem होगी, so please tell them that they are low in fat and 82% is unsaturated fatty acid, which is good for heart. Okay. And one more thing about cashews is they are rich in dash, 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 dash. They are rich in vitamin B2, B3, C, E, and magnesium. So its nutritive value is very, very high when we talk about the cashews. Okay. So now how we are going to take cashews and how it is going to give benefit to us. So there are 2-3 ways of taking cashews. Number one is, I'm giving you the exact measurement also, ingredients, I mean the list of ingredients with the measurement. 2 to 3 cashews, enough. Okay. For one person, 2 to 3 cashews, 10 to 12 raisins, 1 to 2 almonds. Okay, this is the combination. So if you eat this during the evening time, say around between 5 and 6 p.m. So when you have this, there are two good things going to happen if we have this in the evening. One is the digestive fire, which in Ayurveda we call it as Jathar Agni. Okay, Jathar Agni इससे हमारी बढ़ती है. So these three combination of 2 to 3 cashews, 10 to 12 raisins, and just 1 to 2 almonds. When we combine these three together and when we eat it in the evening time, so it is very good for the digestive fire, as well as those who complain that they are not able to sleep, जिनको नींद अच्छी नहीं आती है. दो फायदे हैं इसके. एक तो हमारा डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम, हमारा डाइजेस्टिव फायर बहुत अच्छे से जठर अग्नि जलेगी. दूसरा, we will get good sleep. Okay, two things. Now, second way of taking cashew is, now this is again a little not complex, but you can make it and keep it. 50 grams of cashew nut powder. Okay, 50 grams of cashew nut powder plus 100 grams of roasted groundnut powder. So जो ये होता है ना groundnut, you just roast it and make powder. Cashews का ऐसे ही raw powder बना के, the quantity is 50 grams of cashew powder and 100 grams of roasted groundnut powder. इसको you mix this powder and fill it in an airtight bottle. And 2 teaspoons from this you can take every day. Add it to hot milk. Now when I say milk, please make sure this is not the commercial milk. This is the A2 genuine desi cow milk. If you get, you can take this. So combination of these two with the hot milk just for 15 to 20 days, not more than that, is enough. The reason why we are going to take this only for 15 to 20 days, if your energy levels are too low, if you feel that you are very tired, you get tired easily, आपकी बहुत weakness लगता है, so this will give quick it will increase the energy level, and only 15 to 20 days you have to take. After that you can stop. So maybe in once in 3-4 months you can take, but don't take it on regular basis. मतलब आप उसको 3-4 महीने के लिए, then उससे ज्यादा मतलब it won't give a very good effect. मतलब ये जो combination है ना, the groundnut powder and cashew powder का, this has to be taken only for certain number of days, not more than 15 days, maximum 20 days. आपकी energy level एकदम झट से बहुत हाई होगी within 15-20 days. Okay. The third way, people who are suffering from severe joint pain and osteoporosis, for them, how can we take cashews? So the combination of cashews and pomegranate juice. So you can take 2 to 3 cashews. Pomegranate juice can be just half glass of pomegranate juice. Zyada nahi, thoda sa, say around 50 ml of pomegranate juice. You can add little gulkand to it and blend all these three together. You can consume this also in the evening time or between 5 and 6 o'clock. So when you start having this, 3 चीजों से आपको इसका फायदा मिलेगा. 3 चीजों के लिए. One is anemia. If you are anemic, you will get rid of anemia. If again too much of physiological fatigue अगर होता है तो उससे भी फायदा. And third and the most important thing is osteoporosis, joint pain. ये सारे problems है. तो आप ये अगर लेते हैं for say around 1 to 2 months regularly every evening, so you will find the difference. So this is another way of taking cashews. Now, one more thing, the prescription. See, as I said, those who have joined late, today is the prescription where the patient will be writing prescription on his own. Doctor will not be giving the prescription on the paper. You have to write it on your own. So now, yeah, Guruvinder ji is showing her paper. Great. Okay. And I think Geeta ji is typing on her phone, and Asha ji is also writing. Anu ji is also writing, as far as I can see on the screen. These people have kept their videos on. Okay. Now, another one is for just 1 week, do this. ये जो last वाला which I'm right now discussing, don't do it for more than 1 week. General, घर में सबको देना. It's not that only for you. If your children are feeling weak, if they are tired, they get tired very easily. If you feel weak, your husband, family members, सबके लिए. But it is only for 1 week, not more than 1 week, because if you continue this for longer period of time, then there are chances that you are going to gain weight. And maximum people do not want to gain weight, right? But 1 week के लिए आप इसको बहुत अच्छे से कर सकते हैं. The combinations are, you need to have dates, around 8 to 10 seedless dates. Okay, so I think Asha ji is back to Dubai. She can courier us some good dates. Okay, so 8 to 10 seedless dates, 50 ml of ghee. Ghee means that is the pure A2 milk wala ghee. Okay, and around 20 ml of honey. This is the combination. Now you'll have this question that how if can diabetic people have this? For diabetic people, they will not be able to have this. Yes, but then you can reduce the quantity of your dates. Okay, and honey maybe you can skip. But you will ultimately, अगर आपको बहुत अच्छा इसका effect देखना है ना, तो ये तीनों चीजें होनी चाहिए. So 8 to 10 seedless dates, 50 ml of ghee, around 20 ml of honey. So you have to mix all these. You can add little bit of saffron strands to it and mix it thoroughly. And you can have this either in the morning before the breakfast time or during the evening time. Whenever जब हमारा पेट खाली रहेगा ना, उस time पे इसको लेना है. Just for a week, not more than that. Just take for 1 week and do share your feedback. आपको ये कैसा लगा? इतना energy, इतना you'll feel so energetic. But not more than 1 week, because, and one more thing, ये जब हम लेते हैं this combination, constipation, बहुत पुराना constipation, severe से severe constipation, your stomach will get cleared. Okay, your skin will start glowing because so much of ghee we are consuming, and along with the ghee we are having the dates. So dates are rich in iron. Okay, and this is the madhur ras which we call it in Ayurveda. तो ये बॉडी को एक एनर्जी देती है. प्लस हनी ऑफ कोर्स गिव्स एनर्जी टू द बॉडी. सो द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ 3 is going to really give a lot of benefit, but only for 1 week. Please make sure that not more than 1 week. हर महीने 1.5-2 महीने में एक बार एक हफ्ते के लिए you can take, but don't continue it for a very long time. Okay. Now, coming to again the prescription, these are some of the things which you can make it at, and you can have 3 of them were where we used cashews. One was this last one was the combination of these 3 things: date, honey, and ghee. Now coming to the raw diet. Now raw diet, there are certain foods, raw foods, which we need to include in our diet. Now why we need to include in our diet, especially at least twice a week, रोज रोज नहीं, सिर्फ हफ्ते में 2 बार, twice a week for your breakfast, you include these raw things. Now what is the combination? The combination is carrot, cucumber, tomato, radish, sprouted groundnuts, and sprouted black chana. So these are the 6 ingredients which twice a week we will have. Again, I'm repeating: carrot, cucumber, tomato, radish, sprouted groundnut, sprouted black chana. Okay. Now wash this thoroughly, the vegetables, carrot and cucumber, tomato, radish, everything. You grate it, because I personally like grating and having it. उसको कट करके खाने में दांत पे तकलीफ होती है, तो ग्रेट करके आप रख लेना. Add the sprouted groundnuts and all, everything you mix together. And in this, when you are going to eat, say for example at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, you are going to have this as a breakfast, right? Twice a week. So after mixing all these things, now you add kishmish to it. Okay, around 8 to 10 kishmish, and this you need to have a big bowl of these raw vegetables. Okay, so you add kishmish to it, 8 to 10 kishmish, and then 3 to 4 dates, seedless dates, you can cut and put it. Add little chaat masala powder, coriander leaves, squeeze lemon. Okay, so this can be your breakfast twice a week. Now why we are going to have this twice a week? Because the entire raw, because all of you, the regular participants, those who have joined today, you know that we were consuming the juice regularly, right? You all know the benefits of juice and smoothies. But now since it's monsoon, so you can have the cooked, fresh, like upma or dosa or idli kind of thing, because it's little cold and it's monsoon, rainy season. So apart from those kind of breakfast, twice a week you can go for this kind of raw breakfast. So this is a very good combination where you get all the nutrients, plus it is going to cleanse your system. Okay, this you can take. Now few more recipes. Before sharing those recipes, when I started the class, I talked about the antioxidants and phytonutrients. Okay, so antioxidants and phytonutrients, these both come from these are vegetable origin. जितने भी प्लांट बेस्ड जो फूड होते हैं ना, उसमें से हमें ये चीजें मिलती है. So why we need to have these antioxidants and from where we are going to get that, I will discuss. You can make a note of it and you can start having these food in your regular diet. Okay, so number 1, we are starting with the antioxidants. Okay, so we know that antioxidants are very good for skin, this and that. Generally antioxidants, whenever we say, तो skin का कोई ना कोई cream आपको मिलेगा जिसमें लिखा रहता है, so antioxidants में what are the things that are listed under the antioxidants? Number 1 is beta carotene and vitamin A. So first antioxidant is beta carotene and vitamin A. Now, what is the benefit of consuming this? So remember, any type of cancer, whether it is lung cancer, stomach cancer, esophagus, कोई भी type का जो cancer होने के जो chances हो सकते हैं, अगर आप beta carotene and vitamin A वाले food खाते हैं, so you will not be under that risk. Okay, now the question comes, from where am I going to get these things? Okay, so the food sources are, उसमें food sources में green leafy vegetables, any green leafy vegetable, yellow vegetables and fruits like pumpkin, carrot, papaya, mango, and A2 milk, specifically A2 milk and A2 milk wala ghee. अगर if you have noticed, no, I don't know how many of you have seen the देसी cow. अगर आप में से किसी ने देखा होगा ना देसी काउ का जो पीछे का जो पोर्शन रहता है ना, इट्स वेरी ऐसा ऊपर से बहुत ह्यूज रहता है. आई डोंट नो वेदर यू हैव नोटिस दिस. एंड वो बहुत ऐसा बड़ा सा एक ऐसा ना आपको सेमी सर्कल जैसा ऐसा दिखता है देसी काउ वाला, जो जितने भी देसी काउ होते हैं. Now there's a difference between the new Jersey cow and this desi cow. So A2 milk में ना we are talking about the vitamin A and beta carotene which are little orangish in or yellowish in color. So ये milk आप देखना जो देसी काउ वाला मिल्क रहेगा ना, वो हमेशा हल्का सा क्रीमिश कलर में आपको मिलेगा. इट विल नॉट बी एकदम प्योर व्हाइट. And the ghee will also be little creamish in color, हल्का yellowish in color. रीजन क्या है उसका, जो ऊपर जो काउ का रहता है ना, उसमें सन रेज जाता है. इफ यू जस्ट read some articles, you will get to know, or maybe if you know a person who can explain you, दिखा करके उसमें वो सन रेज जाता है. वो सन रेज जाने की वजह से दैट मिल्क इज स्लाइटली येलोइश इन कलर, क्रीमिश इन कलर, घी भी उसकी वैसी बनती है. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स. They are called as antioxidant, which come under the category of beta carotene and vitamin A. Now, the second antioxidant is vitamin C. And vitamin C has become very, very popular vitamin during the COVID time. हर एक ने अपना vitamin C बहुत बढ़ाने के लिए बहुत कुछ किया है ना. So recently I went to Himachal. So there I forgot the name of that particular this thing, it's a fruit. So what they do is, I went to a very remote village there. So what they do, I was seeing them. तो वो fruit को निकालते हैं. These are small fruits. So the person said they are rich in vitamin C. उसको निकाल के ना सुखाते हैं धूप में. And then they make chai out of it. And that actually gives that lemon वाला taste. उसको बहुत time के लिए they boil it. And then strain करके अच्छी तरह से उसमें little, I mean, they added sugar. Then I told them to add jaggery. But that is vitamin C के ना बहुत सारे sources है. Vitamin C का effect क्या है? One is digestion. Digestion के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. Immunity हमारी बहुत अच्छी बढ़ती है. And the most important thing is it reduces the risk of upper gastrointestinal tract का जो भी कैंसर होता है उससे हम बच सकते हैं विटामिन सी लेने से. Okay. The food sources we all know: oranges, lemon, sweet lime, guava. Oranges, lemon, sweet lime, guava. Sprouts, only vegetable sprouts, that is methi sprout, alfalfa sprout, radish sprout, all these sprouts, they are rich in vitamin C. Okay. The third antioxidant is vitamin E. Now, vitamin E is good for skin. It is again good for, it reduces the risk of oral cancer. ठीक है. जैसे बहुत सारे घर में ना, like men, they have this habit of smoking. तो एक oral cancer का डर रहता है ना. So when you give more of vitamin E food, तो there are chances कि वो उसकी risk कम हो जाती है. So what are the food sources? Food sources में all the Indian cereals, जितने भी हम जो इंडियन सीरियल्स खाते हैं ना, वो सारे दे आर रिच इन विटामिन ई. एंड अदर थिंग इज जितने भी नट्स एंड सीड्स है, दे आर रिच इन विटामिन ई. सो एनी नट एंड सीड, एंड जितने भी ऑयल जो ये नट्स एंड सीड से जो कोल्ड प्रेस्ड वाले निकलते हैं, all these are rich in vitamin E. Okay, so this we can include. Now the last antioxidant is selenium. Now selenium is जिनको थायराइड की प्रॉब्लम है, जिनको हार्मोन इम्बैलेंस है, for these people selenium is very, very important. Now the food sources of selenium is coconut. कोकोनट आप ऐसे ही खा लो, कोकोनट का मिल्क निकालो, कोकोनट का ऑयल. So when you are consuming coconut, so this is the best food source जहाँ पे they are rich in selenium. So this can be included in the diet. Okay, coming to the second one, and that is phytochemicals. Phytochemicals and antioxidants both are plant based. इसमें आपको कोई भी एनिमल से रिलेटेड ओनली मिल्क आता है एंटीऑक्सीडेंट में. फाइटोकेमिकल्स में दे आर कंप्लीटली प्लांट बेस्ड. ठीक है. सो फाइटोकेमिकल्स में द फर्स्ट वन इज कॉल्ड एज butyrates, butyrates. You can later on search on Google and you can get the entire information about it. So butyrates, this has a great effect on tumor जिनके बहुत जल्दी बनते हैं ना फीमेल्स के, स्पेशली आप देखोगे तो इट प्रिवेंट्स, वो ट्यूमर बनने से प्रिवेंट होता है. तो उसमें व्हाट आर द फूड सोर्सेज ऑफ दिस? एनी फ्रूट, वेजिटेबल एंड all kind of pulses. जितने भी Indian vegetables, fruits और दालें हैं, all are rich in this particular phytochemical which is called as butyrates. Okay. The second one is called as dialkaline sulfides. Okay. Dialkaline sulfides ये भी ट्यूमर के ग्रोथ को कम करता है. ओके. और इसका बेस्ट सोर्स इज अनियन एंड गार्लिक. And onion and garlic, people who eat onion and garlic, we make lot of masalas and we think that we are eating in the right way. But consumption of onion and garlic, like I remember one of our neighbor was Punjabi, so Gurvinder ji will be very much, she will agree to this point. वो हमेशा हम लोगों को कहती थी, and she was MSc in organic chemistry, तो हमेशा हम लोग को समझाती थी कि क्यों पंजाब में लोग कच्चा अनियन खाते हैं. And she used to give very nice logical reasoning for that. So जभी भी if you want to have onion and garlic ना, so onion and garlic को मसाले बना के उसको बहुत अच्छे से फ्राई करके खाना will not be a option. उसको कच्चा खाना है. So अनियन को सैलेड में हम कच्चा खाते हैं तब उसका वो फायदा, तो सल्फाइड जो हमें मिलना है ना तभी मिलेगा. गार्लिक को just 1 or 2 pods of garlic if you are consuming early in the morning, that will give you the sulfide, not when you are cooking it. Okay, so ये sulfides के लिए only 2 things are there, onion and garlic. The third one is called as phenols, phenols. ये भी आप Google search करोगे, you will get a lot of material on that. So phenols जो है इसमें food sources, the food sources are carrots, citrus fruits, broccoli, cabbage, cucumber, potatoes, pepper, French beans, apples, and onions. Okay. Now when we consume these, okay, again, the most important thing, varicose vein wala class missed because I could not take the class. So these entire thing, when you start consuming in a proper way, आपकी जो वेरिकोज वेन की प्रॉब्लम है ना, इससे ये ठीक होती है. नंबर 1. सेकेंड इज जितने भी तरह की यूटेराइन कैंसर्स जो होते हैं, हो गए हैं या होने के चांसेस है, किसी की फैमिली में हिस्ट्री है, सो व्हेन यू कंज्यूम दीज फिनॉल्स, these are called as phenols, all these food sources जो अभी लिस्ट मैंने बताया, so इससे वो चांसेस कम होते हैं. और अगर आप बहुत अच्छे से इसको कंज्यूम करते तो ऑलरेडी अगर यूट्राइन कैंसर हो गया तो जस्ट विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस गुड डाइट एंड मेडिकेशन ये धीरे धीरे ठीक हो सकता है. प्लस इसका वेरिकोज वेन के लिए दीज आर द बेस्ट. ओके, नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू द लास्ट वन. इसमें बहुत बड़ी लिस्ट है, इतना आई एम नॉट डिस्कसिंग, फ्यू थिंग्स ओनली आई एम डिस्कसिंग. द लास्ट वन is called as lycopene, lycopene. So lycopene is again, इसके जो food sources है, those are tomatoes, guavas, grapes and dried apricots. Tomatoes, guavas, grapes and dried apricots. Even these are very good for people suffering from वेरिकोज वेन्स, उनके लिए. तो ये जो लास्ट 2 फाइटोकेमिकल्स, वन वाज द लाइकोपीन और इसके पहले का जो मैंने आपको बताया that is the phenols. इसमें जितने भी food sources है, once you start including in your diet on regular basis, तो आपकी varicose vein की problem just by giving a good nutrition, good diet to your body, आपकी problem ठीक हो सकती है. Okay, now coming on to the last part of today's class, and that is few recipes I would share which you can make, जिससे ये पूरी जो we are talking about the nutritional prescription ना, so इससे आप देखना धीरे धीरे आपके हेल्थ में कैसे इम्प्रूवमेंट होता है. Okay, just few recipes which are very simple. You can also have, you can give it to any age group people, though the topic is for the older adults, but I believe that everyone needs the nutritional prescription in today's time, even the younger people, because the diet is not good, right? So pehla wala recipe is the sago recipe, that is sabudane ki jo smoothie. When you start having this, iske immense benefit you will get to see in your health. So how do we make this sago smoothie? For this we need half cup cooked sabudana. Okay, पका हुआ अच्छे से आप भिगा करके पकाया हुआ साबुदाना आप आधा कप, हाफ कप वी नीड, हाफ कप थिक कर्ड. कर्ड को मसलिन क्लॉथ में हैंग करके आप रखना, द हंग कर्ड विच इज वेरी थिक. सो हाफ कप हंग कर्ड वी नीड, 1 to 2 टीस्पून जैगरी पाउडर. दिस इज ऑप्शनल, इफ यू डू नॉट वांट आप इसको स्किप कर सकते हैं, बट टेस्ट अच्छा आता है इससे. 1 इलायची and 4 soaked almonds. All these things you blend it, you get a very thick smoothie. Okay, now this again you can replace either with your morning breakfast. आप कुछ जैसे ना हफ्ते में 2 दिन, I said ना, those vegetables, you can go for those vegetables, and twice a week you can go for this sago का smoothie. So 4 days a week आपका एकदम ऐसा इस तरह का raw food you will have. 3 days you can have your regular cooked जो भी आपका breakfast है. Okay, so this is one recipe which you can go for. The second one is mixed fruit mocktail, you can call it as. In this we just need 1 small banana, a medium size apple. Only these two things we need, fruits. Okay, in this you can add honey, 2 teaspoon optional if you want that sweetness, and again half cup hung curd. So 1 small banana, 1 medium size apple, 2 teaspoon honey optional, half cup hung curd, and 1 teaspoon flax seed. ऐसे ही आप कच्चा फ्लैक्स सीड उसमें डाल देना और इसको अच्छी तरह से ब्लेंड करके you can top it with sabja seeds. Sabja seeds don't take too much because ठंडा ज्यादा लगेगा ये मौसम में, तो थोड़ा सा सब्जा सीड सोक करके you can top it with the sabja seed. Okay, now the third one is, you can call it as coconut mint appetizer. इसको आप है ना मॉर्निंग एम्प्टी स्टमक में ले सकते हैं, या फिर इवनिंग में जैसे 4 o'clock 5 o'clock you can have this around 4:30. For this we need 1 cup fresh coconut milk. Okay, 10 to 15 mint leaves, right, and 1 tablespoon of kokum. अभी कोकम जो है ना महाराष्ट्र में इट इज वेरी इजीली अवेलेबल, गोवा साइड में एंड ऑल. बाकी लोगों को अगर मिलता है तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज यू कैन स्किप दैट. सो 1 tablespoon of kokum, 1/4 teaspoon jeera, okay, and 2 black pepper, 1/4 inch of ginger, adrak, little salt to taste, and little jaggery. Bas. Again, I'm repeating the ingredients. 1 cup fresh coconut milk, 10 to 15 mint leaves, 1 tablespoon kokum, optional if available, 1/4 teaspoon jeera, 2 black pepper, 1/4 inch of adrak, that is ginger, little salt and jaggery, and blend all these together. अच्छे से blend करके इसको मिड मॉर्निंग में, इधर यू कैन हैव इट इन द मिड मॉर्निंग और अर्ली मॉर्निंग, सुबह उठते ही जूस के जगह पे इसको ले सकते हैं, या फिर इवनिंग अराउंड 4 o'clock. सो टाइमिंग यू डिसाइड ऑन योर ओन. कोई एक टाइम पे बस एक बार इसको हम ले सकते हैं. ओके, नाउ फॉर दोज हु फाइंड इट डिफिकल्ट टू मेक दीज थिंग्स, जो बहुत इजीली फटाफट करना है, फॉर देम व्हीट ग्रास जूस. सो व्हीट ग्रास जूस आपको तो इजीली अवेलेबल है इन द मार्केट. You can buy the wheatgrass juice and you can just have it, but that has to be taken only early in the morning, empty stomach. Okay, so these are certain things which you can do it. और ये जब आप करेंगे ना, when you start having these the prescription which just now I prescribed, ये वाला, इसको आप एक बार लेके देखना. See, turn by turn. Say maybe one day you have had your sago का स्मूदी आपने लिया, अगले दिन फिर आपने वेजिटेबल्स वाला पूरा वो मिक्सचर कॉम्बिनेशन यू टुक, third day you took the coconut milk appetizer. So these things when you start including in your diet, you can see a lot of difference in your health. आप धीरे धीरे इसको देखना, ठीक है. And just few more things before I take up the questions. There are just 5 points which are very important for everyone, those who have crossed the age of 45, 50 especially. Number one is eating less fat. जितना कम हो सकता है उतना कम हमारे फूड में फैट होना चाहिए, ठीक है. कुकिंग ऑयल और व्हाटएवर वी आर यूजिंग, सोच समझ के आप थोड़ा सा उसको यूज करना. सेकेंड पॉइंट इज एब्सोल्युटली नो टू रिफाइंड शुगर. लेकिन वी कैन नॉट डू दैट बिकॉज अभी गणेश चतुर्थी आ रहा है, उसके बाद में फिर नवरात्रि होगा, उसके बाद दिवाली आएगी. सो वी आर गोइंग टू हैव स्वीट्स, राइट. सो जितना हम रिफाइंड शुगर जो मार्केट वाली जो खरीद के खाते हैं ना, सो मेक श्योर कि बहुत कम, बहुत कम, मतलब एकदम ऐसे रेगुलरली डोंट हैव. आपने लिया ठीक है, बट घर पे इफ यू वांट यू कैन मेक स्वीट्स using the alternatives of refined sugar, that you can take. but जितना हो सकता है refined sugar को हम, and especially those who are still not able to get rid of that addiction of tea and coffee, तो सबसे ज्यादा चीनी चाय कॉफी में जाता है, उसको हम जितना बंद कर देंगे उतना अच्छा है. सो नो टू रिफाइंड शुगर. थर्ड इज द reducing salt intake. So I believe that all of you have switched over to सेंधा नमक. If you have not yet done, please make sure कि आप सेंधा नमक ले. अगर नॉर्मल कॉमन सॉल्ट ले रहे हैं, टेबल सॉल्ट, तो उसकी क्वांटिटी बहुत कम करना, ठीक है. फोर्थ वन इज ईटिंग मोर ऑफ वेजिटेबल्स एंड फ्रूट्स, which all of us we know. And the last point is eating more of fiber rich diet. Fiber rich diet means बहुत ज्यादा क्वांटिटी में vegetables, raw vegetables, fresh fruits, juice, and jitne bhi nuts and seeds, all these are rich in fiber. So we are going to include all these in the diet. Okay, so I hope I have not missed out any of the point. Okay, so we can, if there are any questions, let me check. Okay. So yes, so overweight and joint problem. In the meanwhile, if you want to ask any question, you can raise your hand also. I'll think here. Okay. So these are some of the things which you can include. And इसको धीरे धीरे ना ये सारी चीजों को अपने डाइट में इंक्लूड करने लगे. These phytochemicals and antioxidants and the recipes which I shared. तो अब देखना बहुत डिफरेंस आता है. But then you have to be very regular. Okay. So I think, yeah. Yeah, I have to. But one more, just before I take up questions, one more last thing. See, cancer cells जो होते हैं ना, हर एक में होता है cancer cell, right? All of us we know this. अभी वो cancer बनता कैसे? just because once a person gets to know that he is suffering from this particular cancer, होता कैसे? Because मेरे में भी वो cells है, आप में भी है, तो वो बढ़ कैसे गया? उसके few reasons होते हैं. One is the unhealthy eating habit. Second is the unhealthy lifestyle. Third is the thought. The third point which we are not touching because it's only about the nutrition, right? So unhealthy eating में कुछ भी जब हम खाते जाते हैं ना, so it's simple language में अगर कहेंगे ना, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जितना हमारे अंदर बढ़ने लगेगा, कैंसर सेल्स उतने बढ़ते हैं. Okay, so if you really want that वो कैंसर सेल्स हमारे बढ़े नहीं, उस लिमिट में रहे, so for that, which one point which I missed out, and that was under the phytochemicals, which we call it as indoles. 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 This also you can search it. There are a lot of research papers on this. So INDOLES, indoles. So this will reduce the growth of cancer cells. Okay. And the food sources, the best food sources are broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, mustard seeds, radish, onion, garlic, and all types of sprouts. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the things which we can include in our diet. The question from Reena ji is mishri or khadi shakkar little better than the regular small sugar crystals? Yes, of course, the small sugar crystals are a form of refined sugar. But the khadi shakkar, that is the rock ones, those are the original ones. You can go for that. Okay. Okay. So there is something about the heel pain. Okay. Now heel pain also, when you start including these in your diet, plus along with this, if you can just dip your feet in cold water for some time and leave it, उसके बाद आप उसको ऐसे ही सूखने के लिए छोड़ देना, उससे भी फायदा होता है. Okay. And overweight and joint pain. Geeta ji, what is the question? I didn't get. I believe that these, you're asking that these food, are they beneficial for overweight and joint pain, right? Yes. Okay, there's one more question by Shobha ji. Please repeat phenol. Okay, okay, fine. Before that, any other question? You can raise your hand. Okay, sendha namak and pink salt is actually not very similar. तो सेंधा नमक आपको हल्का सा ऑफ वाइट कलर में, उसके थोड़े मोटे मोटे दिखते हैं. पिंक सॉल्ट जो है पिंक रॉक को पाउडर करके अलग से होता है, बट जनरली मोर और लेस बहुत थोड़ा बहुत सिमिलर है, एंड बोथ आर गुड. या गीता जी,
वो स्टार्टिंग में आपने बोला था ना हेल्थ रिलेटेड इश्यूज क्या है, तभी मैंने वो तो लिखा था.
अच्छा अच्छा, ओके ओके ओके, फाइन.
और मुझे अभी पूछना था कि प्री डायबिटिक रहेगा तो आपने वो जो आगे डेट्स एंड वो लिखा है ना, तो उसमें क्वांटिटी कम करने का.
नहीं, उसमें दैट डेट घी एंड हनी वाला ना.
हाँ
हाँ, सो उसमें ज्यादा डेट्स नहीं लेना है. आप सिर्फ 2 से 3 डेट्स ले सकते हैं. 1 टीस्पून हनी ले सकते हैं, बस इतना ही प्री डायबिटिक के लिए.
और साबुदाना वाला है उसमें जैगरी डाल सकते हैं.
दैट उतना 1 टीस्पून जैगरी, अगर जो हाईली डायबिटिक है ना उनको भी कुछ नहीं होगा, थोड़ा सा डालेंगे तो वो वी कैन ऐड दैट. हाँ, ठीक है. Okay, Gurvinder ji is asking, are all these safe for LDL? Like, so yes, Gurvinder ji, it's very safe. You can have. Yeah. Okay. Any other question? And Thana Shobha ji was asking about the phenol. Let me just check and tell. In the meanwhile, any other question? Okay. Quickly, I'm sharing the food sources of phenols. That is carrots, citrus fruits, broccoli, cabbage, cucumber, potato, pepper, beans, onions, apples. Yeah, these are the, and even the eggplant. Okay. Okay, there's another question. Can we use bura sugar instead of sugar? Yes, that also can be used. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have got 5 minutes time left. Any other question? इतने दिनों के बाद मिले, कुछ तो पूछ लीजिए आप लोग. बहुत टाइम के बाद मिले. So I'm looking forward for your questions and I'm looking forward to hear to your voice. Okay, Asha ji. Asha ji.
I just wanted to ask, like you said, cashews we can eat in the evening. If you're having
Uh,
that in the evening,
Can you be little louder? I think there's some issue with my laptop only. Cashew.
yeah, like you said, we can have cashews, raisin, almonds in the evening
Ha,
for
ha.
energy. And if we're having that in the evening and we're having something else for breakfast, so doesn't it become too much in the day?
No, it won't. Because this particular combination, as per Ayurveda, if you see na, they mention that you have it in the evening. The reason is the Jathar Agni, the digestive fire,
Right.
will be good so that you can digest easily and plus you will get good sleep. So quantity, if you feel that the quantity is too much for you, you can maybe reduce the quantity.
Mhm.
But I think that won't be too heavy. That's what I feel.
Means two things in a day is also okay if we have any of two combinations.
Two things in the sense?
Means like we have one smoothie for the evening and we have breakfast also. So won't it
No.
be too much?
Not like that. See, if you're having the combination of cashew, raisins, and the three thing in the evening,
Yeah.
so morning may you can that day you can have the combination of all the vegetables which you had, which I
Okay.
mentioned na. So that way you just थोड़ा सा आप देखना कि कैसा आपको सूट करता है. Depends on individual to individual ना.
Okay.
So this is in general I said. Yeah.
Okay. And vitamin C, you did not mention amla.
Ha, Amla I missed out. Thank you for
Amla
reminding.
is
Yes, Amla is the greatest source of vitamin C.
vitamin
Yeah.
C. Dry
Yes,
the amlas and make it like amla supari.
right. Yes, yeah. Yeah, you can add that one. I missed out that. Yeah,
Amla is vitamin C.
yes.
We keep having it throughout the day.
Right. Thank you for reminding me that.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Asha.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gurvinder ji. Yeah.
Ji, good evening, Ji. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask about the tamarind. इमली का क्या रहता है?
थोड़ा सा can you be little louder?
अब मैंने सुना है कि इमली जो tamarind रहता है, that is also very good. उसका क्या value है? इनमें से किसी में add कर सकते हैं उसको क्या?
Yes, see, इमली also जैसे ascorbic acid है ना, इसका आंवले का या फिर जो ये लेते हैं ना लेमन का, so इमली has got tartaric acid, so वो भी एक तरह से digestion के लिए बहुत अच्छा होता है. But इमली कोकम both the things are good. लेकिन geographical reason जो हम देखते हैं ना, जैसे देखते हैं साउथ में you will find more of इमली is used compared to north, है ना. तो आप इमली ले सकते हैं बट देन आपको थोड़ा सा बिकॉज यू आर इन द नॉर्दर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया, तो वो इमली आपको कितना सूट करता है उसका गारंटी नहीं है. एक तो हीट वो आपको देखना पड़ेगा, बट वंस इन अ वाइल यू कैन हैव इमली. इमली में भी वो बहुत अच्छी वाली एसिड होती है, आप ले सकते हैं. जैसे हम लोग को ना पहले जब मैं कैलकाटा में थी तो वर्क प्लेस में ना बहुत चिढ़ाया जाता था साउथ इंडियंस को, इमली खा खा के ना तुम लोग काले हो जाते हो रहते हो, इसलिए इमली की वजह से तुम लोग के बाल लंबे हैं, पता नहीं क्या क्या बोलते थे, इतना मजाक उड़ाया जाता था. बट अल्टीमेटली इमली हैज गॉट वंडरफुल एसिड विच इज गुड फॉर आवर डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. तो बीच बीच में आप लेना, बट नॉर्थ वाले अगर आप ऐसे देखोगे ना अपने इसके जोग्राफिकल इससे, तो हम उस तरह के फूड खाएं जो हमारे वहां को सूटेबल रहेगा. Not too much of Imlis for the North people. Yeah. Okay. So I think we are done with the maximum things. Usha ji is asking how and what are the sprouted vegetables. See, sprouted जो है ना, दालें जैसे बहुत sprouts जो हम खाते हैं, so that sometimes becomes difficult to digest. Okay. So that is the reason vegetable के sprouts, especially तीन, एक तो मेथी दाने के स्प्राउट्स, दूसरा अल्फा अल्फा सीड्स करके मिलता है, और रेडिश सीड्स. दीज आर वेरी कॉमन. इसको आप इसके स्प्राउट्स लेके निकलने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. सो दीज स्प्राउट्स व्हेन यू हैव ये, दीज आर मच मोर इजियर टू डाइजेस्ट. ओके, सो डॉक्टर सुनीता has raised her hand. Before I take up a question, just ending slides and then we can. Okay, so this was the summary कि some a kind of prescription I shared with all of you. you can start including these things in your diet, and maybe after 15-20 days, you can give your feedback. Thank you for attending the class. Do share your experience on social@getsetup.io. You can host an interest group, and for that, you have to contact on help@getsetup.io. Wednesday, 3 p.m. we have class on diet tips for healthy heart. Coming to Dr. Sunita Mehta.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
ये
You have to
भवानी
be a
ये
little louder, huh? Because I think.
first two वो cashew nuts के first two वाले बता दो.
Okay. The recipes.
Yeah, cashew.
Yeah.
Third वाला I heard.
Okay. Okay. Let me just share the recipes. So first, number one is where we are taking cashews. The only first two you are saying, na? Entire
Yeah.
thing up होनी चाहिए.
Yeah.
Okay. So first two में 2 to 3 cashews, 10 to 12 raisins, and 1 to 2 almonds. You can have it in the evening time. The second one is 50 grams of cashew powder, 100 grams of roasted groundnut powder. Mix it. इसको एयरटाइट कंटेनर में आप भर देना है, एंड 1 to 2 टीस्पून आप हॉट A2 मिल्क के साथ में मिक्स करके इसको पी सकते हैं. ओनली फॉर से 15 to 20 days इनफ, उससे ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है.
ठीक. Okay. Thank you. Right.
Okay. Any other question? Okay. So I think we are, any other thing you want to ask? Okay. So discuss microgreen benefits. See, microgreen benefits की तो बहुत सारे microgreens की तो बहुत सारे benefits है. Anything, see, remember one thing, the more of raw food when we have in our diet, that is much beneficial for our health. क्योंकि हम जितना ज्यादा किसी भी चीज को जब कुक करके खाते हैं, तो वो उसको डाइजेस्ट करने में ना हमारे डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम टेक्स मच मोर लॉन्गर टाइम. जनरली होता क्या है ना, वी ऑलवेज थिंक कि रॉ क्यों खाए, रॉ से, हाँ, एज पर आयुर्वेदा व्हेन यू सी ना, वात प्रकृति जो है वो ज्यादा अगर रॉ खाएंगे तो उससे उसकी एसिडिटी होती है. So that is certain things, but let's not मतलब to make it very simple, let's keep our diet in such a way that एक दिन में maximum से 50 to 60% अगर आप raw food ले रहे हैं, 40% अगर आप cooked food ले रहे हैं. That's the reason I always say कि you just have your lunch and dinner cooked. बाकी जितना भी आप सारा दिन जो खाते हैं ना, वो आप raw खाना. You see the difference. जिन लोगों ने किया, आप लोगों को तो डिफरेंस पता चला, जिन्होंने अभी तक नहीं किया है तो आप देखना. सो दैट्स हाउ अपनी पूरी सिस्टम जो है ना क्लेंस होती है इस तरह से. लेकिन बार बार हम कुक्ड फूड खाते हैं तो वो पूरा हमारा सिस्टम जो टॉक्सिन्स जमा होने लगता है. These are the simple things which we can take care of. Okay, I think done with the thing. Okay, so Vaishnavi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
So now I don't know how this the chat I have seen all the questions. So
Yes, ma'am.
lounge ka I didn't get how to go back.
Ma'am, there are no questions in lounge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything anyone wants to ask? We have got still 2 to 3 minutes left. Yeah. I hope the session was useful after a long time since we are meeting. एंड मेरा थोड़ा सा आई थिंक लैपटॉप का इशू है कि सबकी आवाज मुझे क्लियर नहीं आ रही है, बहुत धीरे से आ रही है. सो आई विल चेक लेटर, बट अदरवाइज आई थिंक आई हैव गिवन आंसर टू ऑल द क्वेश्चंस. ओके, न्यूट्रिएंट्स ऑफ कैश्यू नट अगेन. ओके, सो कैश्यू नट में ना, डोंट बी अफ्रेड ऑफ हैविंग कैश्यू नट्स, बिकॉज कैश्यू नट्स के पीछे एक लेबल लगा रहता है कि कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ जाएगा, वेट बढ़ जाएगा, बट नहीं, 85% इज गुड फैट. ठीक है, एंड कैश्यूज के बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स है. दैट्स द रीजन आज का जो क्लास है ना, मैंने ज्यादा कैश्यूज पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट किया है, बिकॉज हम लोग कैश्यूज से बहुत डरते हैं ना. सो दे आर बेसिकली लो फैट फूड, एंड around 82 to 85% is unsaturated fatty acid, which is good for the heart. So that's the reason we need to include cashews. और बच्चों को भी ना फालतू के chocolates और ये वो सब देने से अच्छा है ना, start giving them these kind of dry fruits and nuts and all, ये सारी चीजें, so they will develop that habit. फिर आगे चल के ना ये problem ही नहीं हो कि बाद में भाई क्या खाए, health ठीक नहीं है करके. So right from the September is considered as a National Nutrition Week कहा जाता है, first week को. So this times जो every year ना Government of India एक ये देता है, what this इस बार का क्या था, eat right from the start, something like that. मतलब बचपन से ही बच्चों को ऐसे डेवलप कर दो खाने के लिए, so that उनको कोई हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम हो ही नहीं. So that's what, if we start working on our health, बच्चे अपने आप सीखना शुरू कर लेंगे, है ना. चलिए, so thank you so much for attending the class. See you on Wednesday. Okay, thank you Rama ji. That's what I was wondering कि आपका हमेशा वीडियो ऑन रहता है, आज क्यों नहीं है करके. चलो, so thank you. मिलते हैं Wednesday को. Thanks a lot. चलो, okay. So, Vaishnav, yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
I'll end the session from my phone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So thank you very much. See you on Wednesday.